Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to your weekly reading with me, Lorien. Hope the new year's treating everybody well so far. It's very cold where I am at the moment. Got the reading here for you for the 11th of January straight through to the 17th of January. Now for those of you who are wanting a reading from me, the offers are still on my website. For the 2016 reading, that gives you an overview of what the year ahead is going to bring, and it's $20 for an email, and it's also $30 for a video privately listed on YouTube. The general readings, spirit guide readings, as well as the astrology and everything else are still on the website. Do let me know if you have any questions or personal requests, because I do make custom readings as well. So I think that's all out of the way. We're using, as you may see, Nature's Whispers Oracle cards by Angela Hartfield and Josephine Wall. And this is just going to see, what's coming through for the general week ahead. Sorry. Let's see what happens. I don't know how many cards they may want me to draw for you. Oops, that one seems to want to come out. If you'd like to use your own intuition and see what information comes through to you, you may do so. I invite you to. Alrighty, you seem to want to come out too. Okay. Okay, so there's two here. My word. Okay. Let me see. Don't know if I can actually put all these into view of the camera, but we'll do my best. Okay, so we have, first cards out was Assurance and Culmination of Vision, those two. And then the second two that came out were Heighten Your Vitality and Fresh Approach. So if you would like to, I'm just going to have to put this there somehow. If you would like to pause the video and take a look and see what information comes through for you, you can do. That's probably a great way of having a look and seeing what your own intuition brings forwards. For me, I think that this is mainly to do with people's fears. Okay, so with this card we have the Assurance. I mean, we're going very much into, this is all about the cycle of life, but for me, we've gone from a mild winter straight into cold again. It's ridiculous. Everyone was unprepared for that. So especially in England, we know we're having a lot of flash floods. We're having a lot of issues with the weather. So I think this is just assurance that it will come to this green again. It may be very cold and miserable, and you may be feeling like things are not going your way too often, but don't worry about that too much. It seems like this is going to be, a lot more, I don't know how to put it. Everything comes back around. So you could be low 1 minute, high the next. This is basically an assurance that everything will have its day and come around again for you. Your lowness will be replaced by light, and you will be able to feel more secure and more in touch with who you are as a person over the course of the next week. It may be to do with the lights, the night's getting a bit lighter, or it may just be the fact of clarification from a friend or a conversation with somebody you love to say, it's not that bad. I'm getting there. I'm all right. So I think that's that one. I'm just going to put that for away. Culmination of Visions. Now this is a very strong card. This to me screams autumn, and I know that we're not quite in autumn, anymore. It's a little bit out of the season. But for me, this screams as well the fact that we are looking forward still. We are always needing to move forwards with things. I mean, there's positive action towards your goals. We need to almost be like the butterfly. We need to be adaptable. We need to be very mindful of what we're creating. Doesn't mean that we can't reflect on our desires. It doesn't even mean that we can change our attitude, but we just need to be proactive in going after what we want. So long as our beliefs are in alignment with what we want to accomplish, say I don't believe I should have £4,000, but I want to get £4,000. That's not really going to measure up to each other. So let go of any aspect or quality that no longer fits what you intend to accomplish. Just let it go. And I don't want to sing the Frozen song. Just let it go. Let that inhibition, And I feel like this is almost something instinctual coming in. It's like passed down from generations. You've got it in you to survive whatever's coming through this week. Now, I'm not meaning that this is going to be a big thing. This means like more of personal challenges that you've been through lately. You may feel like you haven't been able to overcome them. Now you're going to get the strength to do that. And it's it's less focused on the outer world, more on your inner world. So if you've had goals, you may be starting now to feel like you've recovered from all the holiday festivity and you really want to get, moved on with that and start getting things together, start making sure that you are more in touch with who you are. Now I'm just having a look at this one. Now for me, this is okay, let me just have a look. This is all about the possibilities. And I would say that if you're creative, you will probably know that all these ideas that spring forwards from this spark of inspiration, can be really confusing. But you do have a power within you, and you don't have to be an artist or a writer or whatever to inhabit this energy, this creation energy, this manifestation energy. If you feel like your energy is low, kind of visualize maybe sunlight or visualize something to bring forwards vitality to you. You just need a little bit more energy, and I think something you love or do something you love to continue creating the change you need. Spend time with a friend. Again, it could be a conversation with somebody, that actually makes you realize, oh, I'm okay, I've got this, Connecting with others may be the change you need. So it could be smiling, laughing, sharing human touch, which sparks this connection that you have with the universal consciousness to draw what you want. You could have several ideas that you don't know which one to entertain, but that's good. It's better than having no idea. Invite this into you. Invite this flame of energy into your psyche so that you can use it. You may not know which on the spectrum of life choices you want to be, but I know that you don't want to be back where you were before, if that makes sense. To some of you it may, but you've come so far now. Don't lose hope on it. Use the purple. This is the biggest colour that's screaming out to me at this moment in time. Purple. That's your third eye, your intuition. You need to get in touch with this and call out to people who can help you, physical or ethereal beings. They will come if you call them, but you just kind of be prepared to work towards what this universe needs a little bit. But there is new energy coming to you, and you have energetic reserves to draw on. You really truly do. This is kind of your connection into the world as it is, And we have, quite an array of different colours here. So this seems to be all like, 1 minute you'll feel like you're frozen out, the next you're kind of warming up, the second it's kind of like a spark in the dark, and with this one it's the fresh approach. So this is kind of time to step out of the box and, the old way of doing things. You may be being challenged to try something new or how to create magic in your world. Again, with the creation here, this seems to be like the intention of filling your life with joy and happiness. You can achieve your desires. You can experiment, you can dream, you can let fantasy and imagination run away with you, but so long as you know that you always have options and you act in order to achieve you're not limited then. So even when you're not in motion or you're kind of standing still, are you making the choice to stand still? You know, you could be being prodded at this moment to make a decision. Don't worry about not making the right one. If you're like, oh no, which job do I go for? You know, use your intuition, but don't worry about making the right choice. Every mistake brings us an opportunity to learn, and it gives us a lesson as well. The amount you can learn and actually grow from this is immeasurable. So base your choice on love and intuition. Failing is not part of any of your choices. So what will you do? Failure is not an option. Sorry, that was a terrible American accent. But, you know, failure is not an option. Resistance is futile. Make a choice. You don't just stand still, or a choice will be made for you and you will not have any control over where you're going. It's better to be an active part in your destiny than just a passerby. You know, somebody standing against the wall going, I don't know. You know, take action wherever you can, and take action of the mind specifically. Because if you do, and you have this kind of, I mean, look at that. Okay, this is kind of telling a story to me. They've just drawn me into this. How do I do this now? So with this card, it's all grey. It's a little bit dark, and you know, there's people, you know, there's women in the tree, and this, that, and the other. And then emerging from the depths of, you know, hibernation or winter despair or wondering, where the hell am I going? You see the spark of inspiration and the light that's going to be able to draw you across these valleys. And then, once you've fully emerged and moved into this picture here, you say, okay, lead me. And then you get almost a sense of what the future could hold. I mean, you know, she could be holding a crystal ball right here. And it could be like, look at what you can achieve. You could meet this person. You could have a happy family. You could be doing this. You could be doing that. The choices and possibilities are endless. If only you would focus your intention and creative ability, not just artistry. When I say creative ability, I mean magic harnessing. You could have this. This is all in your future. This is all in your potential. Use your given knowledge that's been instilled in you since birth that maybe you've not had access to because of society's rules, but break down those barriers. Use that to your advantage, because then, especially with these two cards, you know, that future is now behind you. You've accomplished it. The colours are flowing around you. You've evolved. The tree, you know, that you emerged from is now part of your mind. You've learned everything. You've succeeded. And all of that you could experience is now behind you. Now, I'm not saying that this is all going to happen in a week. But this is just to tell you, don't limit yourself. Do not limit yourself. Or else Lorien will be cross. Other people may put limitations on you, but that doesn't mean to say that you can't work and you can't find that inner light and just say, look, I know, just give me a break, just, you know, and request to communicate with them. Talk to them aloud. You may feel like you sound crazy, but it doesn't matter. It's this that matters. It's the world that you have, abilities to create. She's transformed from dream state into living state. And that's where everybody needs to be. So, I hope everybody understood that. I hope you got something from that. These cards are very in-depth, I found, when it comes to psyche and creation and possibility. But I think that the main message is for this week, do go on your inner world maybe and reassess, if necessary, what you want, because the possibilities are endless. So I'm really looking forward to reading for you for the next week. Hope everybody's okay. Again, if you'd like to get a reading from me, the details are on my website. And thank you for supporting me on Patreon, thank you for donating, and thank you so much for being a part of this channel. Take care everybody, have a happy January.